Well, it's about noon on Saturday. No, it's Friday. This semi-retirement, not bad at all. So we're going to go and take a little tour of the property again. Go look at the garden. So let's go out the front door. Hey, there's Gabby girl. Yeah. Are you living it up out here in the country? So here we are in Indian Creek, the former home of Indian Creek mushrooms. We're just shut down for the time being. We may fire back up again, but we're taking some time off and living life, doing our thing. Listen how quiet it is out here. It's crazy quiet. Well, I got my outdoor grill set up. Just picked me up a couple of flat griddles, and these guys are reversible. Hadn't used them yet. Already seasoned. There's the workout area, and there's the old mushroom mobile that has got a dead short in that sumbitch somewhere. Keeps draining the battery. Battery's good. I'm going to have to take it to the shop, and they're going to have to pull every friggin' fuse on that summit to figure out where it's at. So my workout rings. Most of y'all know what all that stuff is over there. Got a little mow off this morning. Let's cruise down across here, and let's head down to the bottom. There's the first canoe I ever got. My buddy Avery passed on me too soon. He painted that summit, didn't he? Well, a couple of persimmons are getting ready. Had a very, very good set, but not many hung on this year. I think the freeze kicked ass. We're going to have a fire here pretty soon. It's a fire ring. Need to fire it up and burn off everything that's growing in it. But the wind has been blowing like a banshee, and so we're not going to maybe have a fire this evening. It'll round up a little bit more wood. Oh yeah, she's shining up pretty nice. Plenty of places around here to lay on the ground and kick back. Count your blessings. Did a little digging on the side of the compost pile this morning. Did a little rearranging, checking, seeing how things are coming. We got some pretty hefty sets on the loquat this year. I've never had a good, all the way through. Gotta eat a couple of them. Before we had a citrus, well, it was a grapefruit. It died in the freeze. I finally tore it out of the ground with the tractor. There's a bunch of heavy duty compost coming along, and it's mainly pine straw though, so that's going to be something good for something that needs an acidic soil profile. And here we pushed all this stuff up. We're breaking down a few boxes in here too as well, because the glue that's in those boxes is it's not bad, and worms love it. So worms will come in here and try to get busy. There's some of the invaders we're trying to get rid of on the edge of this nutgrass, sage, the bane of my existence in my garden. But these guys, we're getting rid of that stuff. Here we need to get the old four-wheeler fired back up. Had it running pretty good, and then I let it sit too long, and I think the carburetor gummed up on it again. There's the old mushroom boiling location. So far, so good. We've had a armadillo invade, but that's it so far. So this row, the left side row is Swiss chard. I don't remember what I put on the right side, but a couple of things are breaking loose. This little row is called tender greens. I can tell by what it looks like, but I don't know what I put next to it either, but I planted it. This row is kale. That row there, and then on the other side of it is also Swiss chard of the, this is colored lights. And here with the okra, we planted a bunch of snow peas, and they're doing all right, but they got cutters in there eating on it. And this row is, I think, cabbage. And I planted, what did I plant? I planted fennel next to it, and man, the seeds are coming like a madman. Yep, and this row on the left side is spinach. That must have planted too deep in the middle, because I only got good coverage in between on this end and the other end. Don't know what to say about that. But we've got cauliflower planted here on the left row halfway down, and we planted spinach the rest of the way down. Down there beyond that stick. And this is turnip greens, and it really took off. And on the side of it, I can't remember what I planted there yet either. It'll come up, I don't know what it is. This one, it's got very little coming up on it. There's a lot of green down there, but most of that's native and native grasses, herbs, this and that. See that right there? There's something in there that's eligible. Looks like kale. No. Yep, maybe. Not doing very good. We may have to replant that row. Now there's nothing planted next to it, and then we've got lots of basil and cilantro coming up. This row was beets. Now the beets didn't come up very well either. Might have been bad seed. I'm going to replant that. And on the other side of that row is nothing so far. But there's cilantro out the wazoo in here. I have enough. That's all that stuff in the middle of this row is cilantro. And this row is another row of collards. And it's strong, came up real good. So there's 2 rows of collards in here and quite a few other things. So we've got about 5 rows that we can plant. And this one doesn't have it. This row doesn't have anything in it yet either. But all that greenery over there, most of that cilantro. All of this right here is through cilantro. And on this other rows or 2 in the middle, there's going to be lots of lemon basil. Now the lemon basil will die at the first frost, but we'll get a picking or 2 out of it, nibble on it, smell it, rub it. Be pretty happy with that. We do have a secondary row of spinach that's coming up really nice. And that's dock. It's an invasive species. It's natural around here, but if it gets in, it's hard to whip. So far so good on keeping the critters out. Down here by the peach trees. Yesterday it was windy big time, and the whitecaps on the lake looked like an ocean. There was west wind, so it wasn't whitecap up in the cove here, The west wind is behind me and we're looking directly east. Some turtles decided to hit the water. The lake is kind of choppy, low, but I've been watching a beautiful osprey hunt this morning down here by the lake. Saw an eagle earlier in the morning. Usually see the eagle 3 or 4 times a day, and the osprey, if I could get out here, you know, it'd really work. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the tour. Well, this is old Indian Creek mushrooms, Indian Creek, Robert Patrick's farm, Tarzan's jungle. Call it what you wish, but I live here. I love it. One more look at this beast of a garden. It's going to be absolutely stunning in a month or two. Y'all have a great day. Bye.